Title: Interaction of Problem-Based Gaming and Learning Anxiety in Language Students, English Listening Performance, and Progressive Behavioral Patterns. Scholars have indicated the importance of considering anxiety in language learning. They have also pointed out the potential of integrated learning content into gaming contexts. However, few have explored in depth the learning processes in game-based learning environments while also taking students' learning anxiety into account. To address this issue, a problem-based English listening game was developed and 77 ninth graders took part in the study by playing the game. A quasi-experiment was conducted to evaluate students' learning achievement, learning motivation, and English anxiety. In addition, progressive sequential analysis was employed to explore the learning behavioral patterns of students with different levels of English anxiety. According to the three learning phases, it was found that the gaming approach benefited the students' learning achievement and motivation. Moreover, the students with higher levels of English anxiety progressively perform more complex learning and gaming behaviors in the gaming context and had better learning achievement than those with lower levels of anxiety.
This article entitled Teaching of English First Additional Language in Rural Learning Environments, a Case for Problem-Based Learning. The teaching of second language that is also a language of teaching and learning of other subjects has to be meticulous, considerate attention is utmost, where this teaching occurs in under-resourced learning environments, where learners encounter the second language for the first time. In instances where the teaching was inadequate, as in the project reported about here, learners performed below expected standards. The project was a one-teacher public primary farm school situated in a remote privately owned land. The school was under-resourced with extremely limited support from the community or farm, and the Department of Education, the teacher taught all the subjects to the grade 10 for learners who were the focus in the subject. The project aimed to help improve grade 4 learners' performance in English first additional language or second language on a sustainable basis by using problem-based learning. The project was framed on underpinning of socially inclusive teaching strategy and adopted the principles of participatory action research as an approach to generate idea. Critical discourse analysis was pivotal for analyzing the data. With project-based learning, it was found that learners participated actively in their learning, and the ultimate result was learners' performance improvement in English first additional language.
An abstract about project-based learning. Project-based learning emerges as a model that meets the needs of both teachers and learners in teaching and learning a foreign language effectively. Project-based learning drives teaching and learning in accordance with skills, engages learners into the learning process, motivates and develops learners' creativity, with an aim to shed light on some fundamental aspects of project-based learning in the literature. So this paper focuses on answering the five following questions. First, what is project-based learning? Second, what are the key features of project-based learning? Third, what is the process of implementation of project-based learning? Fourth, what are the benefits of project-based learning in English as a foreign language classroom? And lastly, what are the difficulties in implementing project-based learning? So, the addressing of the questions to some extent renders help to teachers and practitioners who are willing to apply project-based learning in their teaching practice. So that's all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So this morning, Nemi and I will discuss about the article Technology Integrated Project-Based Learning for service teacher education. So it's a systematic literature review. It was published online July 7, 2020 by D. Greuter. Technology Integrated Project-Based Learning for Pre-Service Teacher Education, a systematic literature review. It was published online July 7, 2020 by D. Greuter. 21st century learning is dealing with the challenge of fast transformation in various aspects of human life. 21st century learning pushes teachers to be able to create their learning in such a way that they can prepare students for work in the 21st century workplace. By using innovative learning methods that are under the content of the subject matter, the teacher expected to be able to hone such skills needed to take part in 21st century life, which is creativity, critical thinking, communication skills, and also collaboration skills of students. So there are two theories of project-based learning. The PBL approach based on Dewey's theory, which mentions that the focus of education is to make students feel the meaning of truth and principles through their own experience. In Dewey's point of view, knowledge does not only show facts and abstract concepts, rather knowledge itself is gained by human beings through experiences. According to Dewey's perspective, an issue about knowledge is connected with all of the process to solve life problems. Further, Dewey stated that teaching must focus on guiding students to carry out a self-directed, intentional inquiry related to real-world problems. Vygotsky theory regarding the importance of social interaction in the learning process, also underlying the PBL approach, which generally carried out collaboratively. The social constructivism theory of Vygotsky considered the separation of social and practical elements in learning should not occur because the most important moments in the course of intellectual development occur precisely when social communication and practical activities to preview separate development paths and needs. Through practical activities, students build meaning at the level in his self, while communication connects this meaning with the interpersonal world shared by students and their culture.
Hi everyone, this is Nemia Corpus Darrell and this is the continuation of our report.
Alright, so the inability of students to connect their desire to learn with the curriculum requirements in schools often make obstacle in the learning process. So the methodology of PBL could reinforce students' desire to learn naturally by its characteristics, such as the formulation of prioritizing learning based on problems or needs made by students themselves. Alright, so further, Basilota Gomez Pablos stated that the implementation of PBL consists of three fundamental phases that are planning, creating, and processing. So the emphasis on constructivism theory and technology integration in learning is more placed on the use of technology to support meaningful learning, which is characterized as active, intentional, authentic, cooperative or collaborative, and constructive learning. One way of conceptualizing technology integration in constructivism learning is through active theory. So as core activity is a subject or teacher act on an object, so the human or non-human component of the system to achieve results or the learning goals. Elements as mediation from core activities are both used by the subject and their involvement with object. So in the context of technology integration in learning, the tool is the technology that is used to support several activities designed for learning.